is that a song? There's a saying to a song.
Start that line.
Okay, this is the last lesson in this unit. Tomorrow you're going to do a review. And Friday you're going to take a test.
Nice.
So we are dividing a polynomial by a binomial. So we're going to factor the numerator and the denominator. Cancel out any common factors. So you got to factor what's on top. Here's your nice little hint. What's on bottom is one of your factors. Okay?
No way.
So,
no way. That's crazy.
On this guy up here, this example, if I were to factor the top, I have, my options are 1 times 8, 2 times 4. Which one will help me get 7 in the middle?
1 times 8.
1 times 8. And how do I have to do it?
X plus 7 minus 4.
X plus 8, x minus 1. Okay, you have x minus 1 on bottom. These guys cancel out because they're the same. Your answer is x plus 8. Okay, so basically, like I just said, you know one of your factors, you're just finding the other one.
So you can just
Okay.
it in and get the
We're just going to do the odds, because I think this is going to like
So
go.
just divide it by
So, divide what?
If you
like the
divide
end.
21 by 7.
Okay, yeah, so you know that the factor you're going to use is 3 times 7,
So minus 4.
right? And to get negative 10 in the middle, you would have to have x minus 3, x minus 7. It's all over x minus 7. Since these are the same, your answer is x minus 3.
Oh, this is my favorite one. I do like this.
Yeah. Okay, so number 3. What's that one going to be?
4 and 5.
No, on number 3?
Oh, shoot, my bad. 5 and 5.
Okay, it's a what on top? What kind of factoring are we doing on top?
Perfect square.
Difference of squares. Okay, so we would have y plus 5, y minus 5. You have y plus 5 on the bottom. So your answer is y minus 5. You got to do at least this. Okay, you don't have to list out your factors, but yes, so that you remember what you're doing. Okay, it'll get a little more difficult because like here, we're going to have to do what? You got to slip and slide, okay? So you take your 2, send it to the n. Now you have n squared plus 5n minus 24. Okay, but you still know, well, you don't actually because it could have reduced. No, because your 2, see how we know we pulled the 2 back up? We divided by 2, so we know we used a 3 as one of our factors. Okay, so 3 times what? 8. Okay, so 8 and what? Plus 8 minus 3, but we have to divide by 2. Okay, this is getting really ugly with not very much room. N plus 4 over 2n minus 3. And then you had your 2n minus 3 on the bottom. Those guys canceled out, so your answer would be n plus 4. Okay, what is number 7 going to be? Difference of squares. So we have 4k squared minus 1, 4k squared plus 1, 4k, oh yeah, okay, sorry, not squared. I don't know why I was writing squared. 4k plus 1 on the bottom. Those dudes cancel out. So 4k minus 1 is your answer.
Give me a moment.
Yeah. And then flip it over. It's the same thing though. They're just not written the same.
Can we just write it the same.
Yeah, I mean, and you don't even have to write it that way. It actually will save you a little bit of space this way.
Where's Otravion at, man?
Doctor, I think, of some sort. He told me he wasn't going to be here. So yesterday, you guys that were here, remember how I said, Trevin, remind me to record in both classes. Was that in here or was it geometry?
Geometry.
Okay, so anyways, earlier in geometry, he had told me he wasn't going to be here. I forgot that. And then I told him to remind me to record, and he just said, okay, as if he was going to be here for both classes. So I hope you hear this, Trevin. You're not here to remind me to record, but I did it on my own.
Yeah, Trevin. And you didn't score 7-3.
Yeah, Trevin.
You're gonna think we're crazy.
Okay,
Yeah.
he said it when they were up by 40.
He did.
Okay, what factor of 33 are we going to use?
11.
And which one's positive?
Plus.
Okay, so C plus 11, C plus 3, or not plus, 3, C minus 3. Okay.
Net.
These guys cancel out. C plus 11 is your answer.
What is this? You slide. Greatest common factor.
what the heck?
Wait, can you do 10?
No, what do we do?
Greatest common factor.
Greatest common factor. So how much do I take out?
4M. Wait.
4M.
Wait. Can you just show me how to do 10? It's you put
That's your difference of squares.
Oh, yeah, it is. Sorry. Never mind.
Okay, so we took out 4M. What's left?
M minus 5.
M minus 5.
Then you have 5 times 5. No, 5 times 1. No. 4. Wait a second.
What's your answer? These cancel out. So 4M is your answer.
Oh.
I love
We didn't
this
even
so
have to,
much.
It's kind of
Yeah, you didn't even have to factor anything. You just greatest common factored.
I love this so much.
You can
Take out.
common factor it.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Slip the
You
four.
cannot divide 3 by 2.
We
Flip
did the
it.
P.
Flip
Oh,
it.
I'm looking at the wrong one.
Okay, so P squared minus 3P minus 40. So this is where you're going to have to actually do a little bit of work because you know that it reduced here because there's not a 4 in front of your P. Okay, so what are my factors of 40? Which one will help me get 3 in the middle?
10 4.
10 and 4 will help you get 3.
Oh, I think so wrong.
5 times 8.
5 and 8. Okay, and which way do you have to do it to get negative 3?
Plus 5 minus 8.
Plus 5 minus 8, good. And we're dividing by what?
4.
So then you have that.
5.
Your answer is 4P plus 5.
Good. Gotta send this 4 up here. So 4P plus 5. This one is P minus 2. So this one cancels out. So 4P plus 5. Wow, look at this giant one. But guess what? It's got 4. We don't do them if they have 4 in there because we didn't learn grouping.
Like,
What if it has on the star test?
It won't. That's why I don't teach it.
Have you ever seen that meme that's like, is 7 divisible by 3? No, I sure wish it was though.
That was terrible.
What did you just
What?
say?
It's funny.
Why is that funny?
It's so
Because,
funny.
like, why do you wish that 4 was divisible by 3?
Yeah, so why is that funny?
Because there's someone with
Shay,
4
keep your bad jokes off my YouTube channel.
I need to
Alright, a rectangle has an area of that. If the width of the rectangle is that, write an expression to represent the length. So in order to do this, we would divide. So we have
Oh,
12m squared minus 7m minus 10 over 3m plus 2. Okay, so what do we need to do?
5 times 2.
No, you silly.
It's a 12.
You move it, you flip it, you slide
Move the 12. Where'd you get a 5?
Oh, because I was making 7 and 10.
Oh.
shut up,
It
kid.
did make 7 and 10.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we have m squared minus 7m minus 120. Which one? What'll help me get 7 in the middle?
5? No.
5 times. Wait.
Yeah, I know.
12 times 10.
120.
Wait.
Yes, we know it's 120. Now, what factors of 120 will help me get 7 in the
what is
middle?
50 plus 70.
60 times 2.
5 times 7.
What?
No, 5 times
15.
8
Good
times
one.
15? I can't hear over them, sorry. 8 times 15.
So plus
So
8.
minus 15. And then you're dividing by 12.
So
8 over 12 will reduce to,
6n.
nope.
4n.
3 over
What will 8 over 12 reduce to?
I don't even know.
2 over 3.
2 over 3, so that would give me
3m minus
3m
Plus
plus 2. This guy will reduce to
4/3.
3/4,
Right? 4/3, yeah.
You
There's
can't-
definitely
you
4.
cannot divide 12 by 5.
4m minus
So then it would be
4.
5 over 4. Ooh,
So
my Atlanta.
4m plus
Minus 5. Okay, so my answer is
4m minus
4m minus 5. I'm not doing the challenge, so you can do it if you'd like. Have a good day.
That only took 10 minutes.